have Afande Kasingye.
Muchizimbe.
Muchizimbe.
What's on with Afande Slay?
Why would we do that?
Afande Twitter.
Afande, president of Ugandans on Twitter.
Yes. Muchizimbe himself.
Yes.
I voted for you, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
I did.
I'm enjoying.
How is it going?
It's okay.
How's leadership?
How does it feel to be a president?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, even the president of Uganda is the president on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, of course. You're the president that side.
Yes. Speaking of Twitter, what are your thoughts on cyberbullying?
It's bad because you know, social media and Twitter in particular, it's a space for all of us to enjoy, you know, discuss, learn, you know, be able to share those things that do not come in mainstream media.
Yes.
Now, everybody has a contribution to make. You don't need to think that you are super and others don't have ideas and that kind of thing.
True.
So bullying is actually pushing them off.
I feel like it's on the rise lately.
Yeah, it's on the rise, but the good thing with Twitter, it goes.
Yes.
So you need to be strong.
Most of the bullying is actually on Facebook.
Yeah, you need to be strong. It's just like a school. You go to a school and you know there are people who are going to bully you because you are smart. They don't want you there. Or you don't believe like them, you don't think like them, they will bully you.
Because you're wearing glasses, they will bully you.
Yeah. Or you are weak. If you are weak, they will say, why should you be where people are strong and you appear weak, so they will want to push you out. So the most important thing is just take your time, study the rules of the game, and the bullying will stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we called you the President UOT, but kindly officially introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Assistant Inspector General of Police, Afande Kasingye. I am the Chief Political Commissar of the Uganda Police.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Maria.
You are also Chairman, Uganda Police FC.
Yes. I'm the Chairman of the Uganda Police Football Club for something like 10 years.
Wow.
In the police, I do so many other things. I am the Katurebe of the police.
What does Katurebe mean?
It is Chief Justice.
Yes, Chief Justice.
Oh, you are the bad Katurebe of the police.
Yeah. Because I'm the chairman of the Police Appeals Court, and I do several other things, you know, within the police.
Okay, let's talk about that. There's been, how would you say the crime rate in Uganda is, before I even get into the question?
The crime rate in Uganda is not consistent. If you look at so many crime reports every year, you do realize that sometimes, you know, we have shifts. You know, there can come a crime wave like the other year, 2017, when we had, you know, killings of women in Nansana and Tebe. Yeah. When in Masaka we had the Jambias. Yes. But then
it went down.
Then it goes down and you'll not hear of that again. Now in Kampala we are hearing these kind of, you know, gangs and, you know, muggings and that kind of thing. There was even these murders, you know, in the city, some, you know, targeting, you know, high political figures and that kind of thing. It comes and goes. But there are also crime that is normally constant, and I think in every society it is there, especially urban areas. If you go in Kampala, you know, pickpocketing, you are going to expect it, and there is no time they will say no, pickpocketing is low. If single tambulangatory, you know, steady, your wallet will just go, and that kind of thing. So I want to believe that it is. By the way, in the region, Uganda doesn't have the highest crime. No. We cannot even compare ourselves to Kenya.
So we are number 2 to Nairobi.
Nairobi. No, I can't say Nairobi. Nairobi is really so high. Okay. Of course, South Sudan, it's not safe, especially moving at night and in certain, you know, certain areas and certain roads. There you won't be able to survive. But yes, here with the cry of crime, just because even if it goes by, you know, something like 1%, 2%, people will feel it because we are not used to that kind of thing.
Okay.
In fact, Afande, it's still about crime. Njagala okubuuza twogera kati mu Uganda, oba especially Kampala. The top 5 crimes eziri reported ku police. Nomanya nti kakati eno nesinzigako endala eno neddako tumanye exactly where we need to get solutions.
I think offhand, theft.
Theft.
Theft is really hard.
Yonango bitadwa burglary,
Yes.
pickpocketing and stuff.
By the way, defilement. If you didn't know, many cases of defilement are reported, especially in Mbarara, leader.
So defilement is number 2.
Defilement. Okay, let's say.
I think when you get the whole country, development might be number 1.
I know.
Yeah. If
especially in the east.
And when you put sexual crimes together, they become number 1. But if you delineate defilement only, thefts are higher.
Okay.
Yeah, thefts are higher.
Number 3.
Number 3 are likely to be cases of gender-based violence, fighting, assaults. Yeah. But mostly cases of in villages, land wrangles, disagreements over so many things. That is for me number 3.
Number 3. Number 4.
Number four. Rape.
Rape.
Yeah.
Which
actually,
area
rape,
especially?
I think would be high, but most people who are raped do not actually come out.
They don't report.
Yeah.
For development, it's because it's a minor, so usually the parents or the guardian will come forward.
Yeah, that is true. That's true, Maria. But for us, we get those cases. Except that sometimes they don't go to court. Sometimes people don't want to go to court.
They sit out of court.
Yeah, but for us, we get them. We get those cases. Then cases of fraud,
black dollar,
yes,
gold, diamond, is it fake?
Businga
mu kitundu kye kya Kampala.
And those in the divisions of Kampala, Katwe is higher.
Which is in much in the division.
Which is in much in the division.
Which also includes this area where tuli kubanga banji.
Yes.
Around this area, especially.
Yeah.
Where she stays.
Now that we have these smartphones and everybody's on phone, so just because people can encrypt some messages, send them to you, and you believe them.
Believe them.
Yeah, you believe them. So people are losing a lot of their property, their money, and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you say the police is dealing with this? I feel like there's sometimes a lot of mistrust between the Ugandans and
the
police. That sometimes something will go wrong and people won't even report, or they won't even, that's why there was even mob justice the other day in Mutungo when a city lawyer was mistaken for a phone thief.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that's true. That's a very it's illegal, not legal. It's justified. It's justified reasoning for you to say that there is mistrust. Mistrust can be brought by so many things. I don't want to be on defensive, but if you look at the image of the police now, and because it doesn't need to be real to know the reasons why some people don't trust you. The fact is that for you to realize and know that there is mistrust, and then you look for ways and means of improving that mistrust. It's there just because we're not doing the right things all the time. People are complaining about cases that are not handled properly. They don't go through the criminal justice system from A up to Z. Number 2, tuli mu kasoobo
kitambula
mpola. I want, if I report my case at Kabaragara police station, tomorrow I just want to see somebody being taken to court.
Exactly.
Much as you expect quick action, because that's what somebody expects.
Why does
if
it
I
take
go to a
long, though?
clinic, I expect my cough to go very quickly. The doctor knows that cough doesn't go quickly as possible. But you see, they have faith that
ligenda
kukola. So they said, siri bulungi naye nja kuba bulungi. Kakati singa naffe tutuukaawo kale omusango gwange nagututeyo tebanaba gutwala mu kooti naye bajja gutwala mu kooti. Ekirabo ekyo kyenjogerako ekyo kyekireetera faith and the trust to improve.
Over time.
It's like Maka, you know, my husband is not the best, but I know he's going to improve. You know, something like that. So that's where we want to go. And I think the medicine is community policing.
But don't you think partly it's because we have, in the last few months, seen police involved in some of the criminal cases, the crimes that have been happening in the country? No, we didn't hear them police shootings or muntu into Baba case bribery, you know, and there was a policeman involved and stuff like that. Or nagenze ku police, tena sons on police are involved with, you know,
I think we are dealing with perception. Perceptions of people are quite different from reality. Sometimes some of those things are myth. One time nagenda mu class nembuza abaana nebagamba kitongole kyekisingayo okulya enguzi. Ne bagamba pale. Kandi ngamba kakati kumwe naye yali awadde enguzi poliisi. Bonna ne basirika. Kakati mukijja kuki tuwulira abantu bagamba. So many people are very free to say police is corrupt. Naye yobabuuza who did you corrupt? Who did you give money? And they cannot tell you.
And specific departments ezisinga okukola ki
mweziri naye that is the kind of perceptions that people are going to have. Recently, was it 2 days ago, in Lyantonde, a UPDF officer went and shot so many people of his family. I think you know that. I've not heard people on radio saying UPDF is now the UPDF. Okay, so it's that kind of perception. Which we must deal with.
Police by erina ekiso kyembuzi. Like whatever happens, police.
We work within communities, and our job is not that we are giving out sweets. We don't give cakes.
You don't do massage.
No. Our job is to arrest people who commit crimes. And even if you have committed a crime, you don't like being arrested. So this is an institution everywhere in the whole world that is going to be, there is some acceptable levels, but there is nowhere in the world you go. I worked for international police, Interpol, for something like 7.5 years. There is nowhere where people say, yeah, but there are countries where you go and people say, yes, our police. And that's why I said that community policing is the best method. Now, it's like carrot and stick. Even in class, we don't want to study, we don't want to wake up very early in the morning, we used to call it winter, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, there are people who are going to say, you know, they have pushed us so hard to study and that kind of thing. So we need to do law enforcement vis-a-vis. At the same time, we got communities and touch base with them and start telling them how to be careful.
Community policing would be something like what the LDUs are trying to do.
Yes.
But
yes,
I'm told, for instance, in Mbarara, they are being beaten up because some have been apparently involved in crimes. So abamu tebabesiga, abamu eri perception like you said, but abamu baba kutenga bali mu crimes. So people are actually, I think, fighting them, and we've received some calls here on radio, people saying, oh, LDUs bakozikino.
Yeah, you are going to hear that. But for example, for 6 months since we had LDUs within Kampala, they have been involved in arresting about more than 2,000 suspects. Now, for a force to come within 6 months and be involved in arrest of wrong people, much as some have been taken to court, of 2,000, how many have given them kudos? How many go on radios and say, Banange, twagala kwebaza LDU bako waliwo ababbi be bakutte era babatute mu kooti naye byogenda kuwulira byebyo nti kadi yange bagimenye teri muntu yali alese kadi nti yino bagimenye naye owulira card bazikola ki bazimenya. So one time I even challenged them. I said, okay, if you're saying that they have broken your cards, bring them up. Identity cards. These national cards, IDs. National IDs. Nobody has ever brought it. So sometimes you want to think that it's a political thing, that people don't want these people within our communities. And by the way, Ugandans must wake up to reality that sometimes the wrong people should not talk on our behalf. Okay, they can talk, but let so many people who feel secure also talk. True. You know, if they have done their job and the community and crime in the area has you think it has gone down, you also talk. So let it be an appreciation on one hand, because they are also
not
people.
Only highlight the negative.
No. Yeah.
Of course, I've noticed very many people. You said seeing our communities. Bila banyo kumori ulaba TV watching, for example, in TV news. Balaze ba kute omubi. Community abasinga bavene ekintu kimu bamutuwe kuba banagene mugenda muta after nakubiri. Hamne bagamba gundi wano yagenda natuba na amusiba na maina kubiri na avayo. Gundi yagenda natuba na maina kubiri na avayo. How are you going to change that? No mayanti no abantu watu wakwatombira mutwala ku police bagamba ha kachiwede justice igena kutambula.
They have some point, because some people have been released on bond. It is not us who made the law. The law was made by people in parliament that somebody can be given bond. Naye nabo abogere ebyo babuze bameka bali okay bakwata omuntu ne bamutwala ku police. Naye police bwe bagamba mujje mutubulire kiki kyabadde okubanga yo police eriyo. Police ne bwebeerawo kyetaagisa bw'oba ogenze mu kooti bajja kubuuza abajulizi ababaddewo baliwa. Naye abantu tebagala kukola ki tebagala kikola. Kale nno let them not use that for taking the law into their hands. You cannot ask the police to be lawful in whatever they do and take suspects to court. At the same time, you also say that let's see, take the law into our hands. That can't be. You can't eat your cake and then you want to have it at the same time.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back. Yesterday was my birthday. I want birthday showers from the president of you.
You never told me about that. You never
but
told me about
but you follow me and I follow you. It's supposed to show on your timeline.
Yes, it is supposed to show, but this time it didn't show. It didn't show. We are just
we are still accepting the gifts and presents.
We are still accepting the greetings, the wishes, the gifts, and everything.
I will leave mine here.
Yeah. Okay.
Small, but I will leave it.
I'll take that BlackBerry. Anyway, one person when I look at Twitter, that is Galaxy FM UG, MK Frank. Oba Musore Frank. Agamba, ask him what the Uganda police is planning for the LDC students in Mbarara. Insecurity that's coupled with rampant thefts and gang rapes to students of law is the order of the day. We have reached out to most authorities, but all in vain.
But he's not following me very well. The last post I made about Mbarara LDC is that I discussed this with IGP, and IGP has sent a senior officer at my level, Assistant Inspector General of Police, Christopher Damulida. He's right now in Mbarara, and to try to make sure that this becomes history.
So basically, you've sent somebody to try and solve that.
Yeah. Because they don't have a lot of faith in the local police. But I have talked to RPC, I've talked to DPC. They have arrested even some guys from Kamukuzi, where most of the LDC students are staying. But it also looks like they don't have.
Why are they targeting LDC?
Because they are new. They are new in the area. Okay? These are like 100, 200 people staying in one area, and they are new. So they take advantage of that in order to take their property. So there was some. I believe the LDC also didn't work very well with the police. For example, before you bring in students and you take them to a specific place, what I expected was that they were going to sit with security and say, now we have maybe 200 students who would be studying over the weekend, would be studying maybe in the evening. We want security where they stay, and even when they leave classes, something like that, so that they can be given a police post and that kind of thing. Lastly, I realized that where they stay, they even did not have private security. Police, we do not have all that manpower to keep giving specific groups guard and that kind of thing. We do general policing in terms of patrols, but every hostel in Kampala has
a security guard.
Yes, they have security guards. But we would have provided a stationary police post around Kamukuzi specifically for that, because most universities, that's what we do. But they didn't. However, better late than never. We need to close these gaps that are there.
Okay.
But they also don't have a common voice. Everybody's talking, everybody's whatever. If you say, oh, we are doing this and this and this, and somebody says, oh, okay, even the DPC has come, we have met them, then somebody again goes and say, nobody has come here. What the heck is that? Let them have a common voice so that we can be able to handle the issues of security among the students.
Okay, you're talking of security guards. Who monitors these security organizations?
The police.
It's the police.
The work of law and order in the country is the work of the police constitutionally. So whoever is doing that is working under the police. So in Mbarara, there is the command, which is the regional police commander, the district police commander. Okay, so they have to work with them. They sometimes they are the ones who give them these guns which they use. They are the ones who are supposed to inspect. They are the ones who are supposed to monitor what they do. And they even play a role in the registration of these companies, security companies.
They are training. Are you involved? In the past 2 or so years, but security guard are very private. Because between you and Kubi parking over minor disablement, Masasi, do you also monitor their training? What training can be private?
Mosh, you are right. The law says that training of private security is the role of the Inspector General Police. However, we have put like standard operating procedures. We give them. How do you recruit? How do you train? How do you whatever? So we monitor that. We monitor their recruitment, their training. But the industry has issues which we are trying also to sort of using them. They want to pay these young men very little money. They get them on very flimsy whatever. They send them away. The following day they have recruited somebody even without training, and they have put them there. Now, how many companies are there? You have to be on your toes. You have to put your finger on the pulse to make sure to ensure that they have brought in somebody and he's not trained.
In fact, about those companies,
need to do that.
Uganda private security companies, how many are they? Is it registered?
No, there are many.
Yeah, there could be, I think about 2,000. Yes.
We can never talk about police and everything and finish them in one day. That's why we intend to have this every single Wednesday, so we can address everyone's issue and answer them and see how we can handle the issue of security in this country.
Yes.
But for me, finally, I would like to ask about something that bothers me personally. The issue of the different people that have decided to put sirens on their private cars, or even cars that people who don't have right of way but have right somehow end up having right of way. People who have put in the, what are they called, double lights that go blinking on cars. What is police going to do about those?
Guys, tie it up. You do not have the right of way. The law does not allow you. Because I've been saying these things on Twitter. Even me, they push me out here. You just see sorry, hopeless people pushing a whole AIGP. In demo line, I pass here every morning, I pass here every evening, but I'm in the line. Everybody on this road know my vehicle. I am in the line. Now you just want to come and wait. Atenga alagawa. Agenda wanogaba. Agenda wanogaba. Style up, guys. We are all road users. This does not make you wamanyi.
Just because you have a bigger car or something.
Stop the nonsense. Please stop the crap. This road there are people under the law who are allowed to
have right of way.
To have a right of
Which
way.
people are those?
The president, the vice president, the ambulances, the fire brigade vehicles. Those are the ones. Or any other person that has been allowed by law by the minister under instrument, minister of internal affairs. Naye ogenda wano n'obugula bu siren that you are celeb, that you are
I just
celeb,
look in the mirror if I see it's not a number that I'm
that
like,
you are
I'm not
celeb,
moving.
noyagala abantu obajje. Nze nja kulembera wano mukubo and you want to bring your nonsense and you know I'm armed inside my car. Please stop. Stop.
Is it allowed for instance, someone to call Katinganze nga nina gyendaga jamu mungi nenkubira police nengamba I can pay or do this,
if
and
police has given you a lead, that is illegal.
That is legal.
That is illegal.
Even if it's just me, a small Uganda.
If police has there is a reason why you should be given a lead.
Okay.
That is illegal.
Okay.
If the Kabaka of Buganda is given a police lead car,
yes,
that is illegal. If, for example, the Prime Minister is going here in Munyonyo and he has that is illegal. If Chief Justice has been given a police car,
so
the reason for giving a police car is to legalize under the instrument of the minister that this person at that material time, much as it is not in the law, but the fact that the police is leading, it has legalized the process.
Okay.
So
if someone does not have the police lead car, they do not have right.
They are supposed to be arrested. They must be arrested. And don't give them the way.
I think you should emphasize it to the officers on duty, because
they know
about trafficking, about police, but the person passes and they are not stopped.
They know.
Talking about arresting, there is some lady here at Ugambe here at Kampala Central. I get the gundi. I know officer why you get the because the abbreviation.
Yes.
Nagamba yama accusing of impregnating 3 of friends we bamanyi na abegana kati nagamba sobolata okulopa wa police akoze crime.
Akoze crime chi
nga yakola chi ya abandoning ya impregnating 3 of her friends. Na abegana meaning echo mu mateko of course omuntu bawe no mufosi ngokulabira abantu kanato nagamba no mukulu ate mu police akoze abbreviation alopa atya omukulu wa police ku police.
Okay, kansubire uzimpa abbreviation
ingazi kwa akoze pike akoze pike
pike tumanyisa mwe muntu mukulu nnyo naye omusango gubeera failure to provide for necessities to the child. Under the Children Act, a parent has the primary responsibility of ensuring that you are provided the basic needs. These are the basic needs.
Accommodation.
Yes, accommodation, medical care, food, clothing, later on education. These are they are very, very, very important. Kati bwobanga tozituukiriza oba toziwadde
oboli mukulu wenkana
obaani obaani kubanga zendabye ne oba minisita obaani obaani fe tukwatako
problem yati okulopa omukulu wa police ku police akoze atya
nobody is above the law. Kakati yakole kino every station we have a child and family protection officer. Bwabanga nga mukulu kwabo ajje ku police headquarters. The child and family protection department is under my office. Let her come. Yes, let her come to me. But there is also a commissioner of child and family protection who is at police headquarters in Naguru. Let her come.
All right. Okay. The questions are so many, I think we'll be handling some of them next week, Wednesday.
I know.
Thank you very much. Any
but
final remarks?
Can I say one thing, that we are in an operation against criminal gangs in Kampala?
Yes.
People, be careful. We have given 5 major things that people should do, but the most important is that we want everybody to know the counter number of every station, so that if anything happens,
how do we find out?
The counter numbers are out. We have already given them out, and we shall continue to give them out. If you check my Twitter handle, you will find those counter numbers. If you check the police Twitter handle, you will find them there. We have also encouraged LC1s to have those numbers. So if your LC1 chairman does not have the number, Mugambe aduke emsinde jambu agende azifune azibawereze. We are also going to put them kajibire emiti gy'amasanyalaze on your gates. We are going to put them there. If we find a border group anywhere ne tubabuuza nti enamba za polisi muziina nga tebaziina awo oba omanyi nti OC w'ekitundu ekyo ali mu buzibu bw'amaanyi
nga takoze emirimu gye tugenda mujjawo tugenda mukyusa tugenda mukyajinga kale mubeere n'enamba ezo singa ofuna obuzibu mukuba amasimu police tutaddewo response teams ezisobola okuddukirira abantu within about 5 minutes awo tujja kubanga twegobye Afande nga tumaliriza nawe oli muzinyi
ndi muzinyi I stand up
walagamuko katono nnyo kakati
recently did you see the short video in Irira where
you were dancing and showing ate ng'ejo le
even chalk dance
kayimba kyakasinga okukuba kati akamuna Uganda
kayimba kamuna Uganda gwe tondetere
obwo tayo kamuko akabe kataka kuba kati nga kakukuba
anything for Rema.
Anything from Rema. You are team Rema.
Anything for Rema you play it.
Okay.